Hi there, Harley Quinn here to tell you that Birds of Prey was not a fucking Birds of Prey movie, and it was a terrible Harley Quinn movie. Now, we've been giving Marvel a lot of shit for the shit they put out, because they have put out a lot of shit. But guess what? Warner Brothers is also guilty of doing that. Now, they kind of fooled a lot of us by giving us Joker, which I thought was, you know, a great film. Not flawless, but it was really well done. But then they want to go and pull some bull fucking shit like Birds of Prey, the Harley Quinn, fantabulous amount of ejaculation of Harley Quinn and all that shit. Now, the funny thing was when I mentioned this to this guy, because we actually watched it, all right? We 100% watched it. We rented it to watch it because I wanted to shit on it with, you know, with facts, with details. And can you tell me what you said?
I honestly don't remember it at all.
He has no recollection of anything that happened in the movie.
Like, nothing. I don't remember anything.
So I'm gonna have to refresh his memory here, all right? Now, can I just jump straight out the gate, right? Where, as a comic book fan, the Birds of Prey are made up of Oracle, Huntress, and Black Canary, right? Two of which, one, I will say, they really put the Black in Black Canary on that one. They had Huntress kind of drifting around in the background, but there's no Oracle. So, look, it wasn't Birds of Prey, all right? Harley Quinn is Gotham City Sirens with Poison Ivy and Catwoman, all right? Warner Brothers had a whole talks about doing another movie with that, but then why half-ass it, right? Look, that's part one. Now, let's actually break down what is wrong with the movie.
Either you're a villain or you're not.
Either you're a villain or you're not, right? Like, you can't do this anti-hero thing with Harley. I know they did it with Suicide Squad, and you know, but I just got such a big
piece of shit.
That's a video for another time. That one I think you vaguely remember, but still not really.
I walked out.
Well, look, like, the thing is, you could see that the creatives, I don't even know if you can use that word, the numbskulls behind it really had very little to no understanding about the character, about the source material. I'm going to break down my issue with several different characters.
Yeah, I used to be quite a big fan of Margot Robbie, but she's gone pretty SJW.
I know, she's gone a bit weird, you know, her and fucking, what's her name, Elizabeth Banks and...
Oh, yucks.
And everyone's favorite, what's her name?
Brie Larson.
Oh, no, nobody likes Brie Larson. I'm talking about Mira from Aquaman.
Oh, Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, oh... Yeah, you like that? Yeah, you like that? No, okay, look, my big issue with the Birds of Prey, it kicks off already where you could very blatantly see the director had watched Deadpool, thought, hey, Deadpool was successful, let's just do what Deadpool does, it doesn't matter if it fits in the character of Harley Quinn. So they made her do that whole, I'm gonna tell you a story, and you know, like, the narrative and the linear timeline jumped everywhere, it was messy, and also the R rating just, it didn't need to be there. It was really unnecessary. I'm like, you're just trying to do it because Deadpool did it, and Deadpool was successful.
Don't put an R rating out unless it's fucking Human Centipede, alright?
Dude, R rating to me is hostile, alright? People, the whole R rating has...
That's my favorite.
It's been completely soft-cocked, you know? And I mean that term, and I mean that term also relating to hostile too. Yeah, soft-cock, I get the reference. Ah! But look, that's one issue. Look, Margot Robbie's portrayal of Harley Quinn, it's like she does a fine job, but again, it always comes back down to the script. One thing I'd like to point out, yeah, all the other characters were just kind of like, it's, you know, spend more time on her, it's her movie. Don't worry about trying to cram this Birds of Prey thing in, which is not even her alliance or her team. One big...
You know what, I'm already bored, just let me talk about it.
Well, that's fine. It's not for you then, it's... Yes. Look, one big thing I like to point out, first off, they used the villain Black Mask and Mr. Zsasz.
What, the Chinese guy?
What?
Heisha.
No, not that. Don't pull in your politics and your culture in here, right? I'm talking about Roman Sionis, Black Mask, criminal underlord, which when they announced that Ewan McGregor is gonna play him, I thought, okay, he's a good actor, he can do it. But they turned him into a complete, I'm pretty sure they made him a poofta. He was a really camp, really insecure, really unintimidating. Like, they make him do one thing where he cuts a dude's face off. But then that's it. That's the end of his, like, intimidation, you know, of, like, establishing, oh, he's a bad guy. Like, why is he a bad guy? Well, he's just a bad guy. He likes faces. I thought that was bullshit. I thought it was bullshit what they did to Mr. Zsasz. Mr. Zsasz, one of the most, like, disturbed serial killer characters, who a cut on each of his body parts signifies one of his kills. but they made him wear a freaking Hawaiian shirt, made him like a whiny little lapdog for Roman Sionis. First off, right, those two characters, they never actually have that kind of relationship. So I don't know why they made him his sexual slave. That was fucking weird. Why would you ruin such beloved characters? Huh? People love these characters. They're great. Like, the only other time that I knew of a Mr. Zsasz live action adaptation was in the, TV series Gotham, and apparently that was done fairly well. But why in the big screen would you turn him into this silver-haired Hawaiian shirt wearing?
Well, I really don't have much to add to it because I just flat out don't like these comic book movies.
Yeah, look, so that's, he's just going to be here giving this like backup commentary. But
like it.
Can I also bring the other point to the fact that Cassandra Cain, the character that they featured in the movie, apparently, who is meant to be the daughter of David Cain, pretty sure associated with the League of Shadows, famed assassin. Cassandra Cain herself at one point took on the mantle of Batgirl, and also very deadly. They turned her into this little Filipino girl, this little fat Filipino girl who, no, but I was livid, mate. Because so many people were like praising it for diversity points, and oh my god, like the casting, oh my god, it's so woke. And I was like, you want to talk about woke? You could have cast a strong, independent female actress and actually done the character right. Or how about this better idea? Don't put her in if you're not going to do it right. Don't just pull names out of the ether and throw them in and feel like you should get a pat on the back for diversity points when you're not even doing the characters right. You're pleasing no one. The people who said that Harley Quinn was a great movie don't even know these characters. And, I don't think you can twist and mangle shit like that and think that people are not gonna be upset with it, because Harley Quinn is a beloved character. Black Canary is a beloved character. Like, the whole race bending thing is a whole other thing for me. I like to be able personally to recognize the characters that I see. The comics themselves do a lot of these tokenized versions of characters so that they have an excuse to do live action race bending and all that. But look, like, at its core, you said incredibly forgettable movie. I was just livid because I love these characters. A big fan of Black Canary and the fishnet, and very powerful, and the scream. Huntress, I like Huntress, but she was just kind of didn't make that much of an impression. The movie was just very impressionless. It was like a really cheap knockoff. It was just bad. It was just bad. And you know what? Like many things back in the 90s and the early 2000s, it was just made in China.
It's nearly 8 minutes. Wrap it up.
Okay, wrapping it up.
Doesn't deserve 8 minutes.
Terrible movie. Get 0 stars. Boom. There you go.
I'm just not even going to score it because I don't recall it.
No score. Yeah. Doesn't even deserve it. So there you go. Birds of Prey, piece of shit. See ya.